Hey guys, it's Karen. Welcome to my channel. This video is going to be what I meal prepped for this week, and as well as what I made for dinner for my roommates. And also I do have a dessert in there because Sunday was Easter and I wanted a little something sweet. I'm gonna say it's a bariatric friendly dessert because it kind of is. It's, you know, it hits every criteria except for, I guess, like super high in protein, but like if you want to throw in some protein, you know, be my guest. I was feeding 2 other people, so I didn't want to make them taste, you know, too proteiny. And kind of with that being said, like, I'm not a dietitian or a doctor, so like if your surgery center or dietitian or doctors have told you that you should eat another way, please do that. I'm just making crap that sounds good. So with that being said, here we go. So this is take 3. I don't know what happened to my last voiceover, but we're recording it again. That's a tablespoon of olive oil, and that is, we're going to pretend that's a pound of cubed chicken breast. That's actually a pound and 11 ounces. Season your meat. That's all I'm going to say about it. Salt, pepper, and I grabbed the Lowry's. If you've learned by now, we season our meat in this house. We don't think salt is spicy. And, you know, I'm going to continue to cook this chicken. And like I said in the recording I did before, like, this is not my original recipe, and none of these that are up here. And unless I specify otherwise, somebody else came up with this, and I'm going to link all the videos and, like, resources down below. That is a packet of McCormick's, like, I think it's cheesy ranch, specifically for chicken taco seasoning and some water. If you've made taco meat before, you know you have to put water in so that way it does its magic. That's a can of Rotel. For those of you who do not know what Rotel is, it is stewed diced tomatoes and green chilies. It's 10 ounces of that. It is the just regular spice seasoning. That doesn't make sense. It is the regular, like, medium heat level. That's what I meant to say. And I'm gonna, like, take the temperature of my chicken several times here because I'm super paranoid about eating raw chicken. It's happened before. For those of you who do not know, chicken needs to be at 165 Fahrenheit. What did you say it had to be Celsius?
73.889.
Yes, Celsius. There you go. That's a cup of the Tostitos. What was that? Queso?
Salsa con queso.
Salsa con queso. We are aware that it is shelf-stable cheese. We do not care. That's how we do in this house. And now I'm, like, mixing that around, you know, making sure it, like, marries and marinates and just is having a party in that hot tub of cheesy goodness. Again, taking the temperature of the chicken. And, you know, it's the correct temperature now. And I'm going to cut the heat off here in just a second. And, yep, off. And here is a cup of reduced fat Mexican blend cheese. Ours is Great Value brand because we should do grocery shopping at Walmart. Use whatever you want. You can use full fat. It doesn't matter to me. I am measuring out my portion. That's a 6-ounce spoon. What went into the bowl was like 7.1 ounces. But I'm not going to eat, like, I'm not going to sit there and just, like, eat and drink the cheese at the bottom, guys. I'm, prioritizing meat, so, this is fantastic. Definitely a make again. It also would be good with pork chops, like, the actual baking method, like it calls for in the recipe. Hey, so that is 2 eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. The original recipe calls for actually like a half teaspoon, but I wasn't paying attention. That's half a cup of brown sugar substitute. The actual recipe that I'm basing this off of called for real brown sugar, but I'm not about that life right now. That's 1/4 a cup of olive oil that I'm going to put in there, which is weird. I've never really baked with olive oil, but this is what the recipe called for. That is 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So the actual recipe called for almond butter, and I thought we had it, but we didn't. So I was like, all right, peanut butter it is. And I'm going to hand that off to my sous chef, Bob Schlumbogert. And I'm attempting to use this thing. So I found this in the trunk of my car. It's been in there for like 3 years, and I should have just used the KitchenAid because this was crap. That is a cup of whole wheat flour, and like I'm gonna struggle hard with this contraption, but I'm adding the whole wheat in there, and it's struggling. That is 2/3 cup of rolled oats, old-fashioned. I guess it really doesn't matter, but old-fashioned oats. And here's me scraping this down. Also, if you've ever baked before, you guys do it in the proper order. I didn't feel like it. These are for me and my roommates. I wasn't like taking them to a church function or like to work or anything. So, like wet mixture with wet mixture, dry with dry, gradually add in. That is 3/4 cup of dark cherries, no sugar added. I used the frozen ones, and Bob Schlumbacher chopped them up for me because he is wunderbar. Ooh, excuse me. And I'm mixing this while struggling still with this Hamilton Beach knockoff KitchenAid. We switched to dough hooks because we were like, this is kind of dry and dough-like. Maybe that will help. Spoiler alert, it didn't at all. That is a 1/2 cup of slivered almonds. That is a tablespoon of cinnamon. The actual recipe calls for 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, which that's not enough cinnamon. That is a pinch of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Ooh, I'm coffee today. That is 4 squares of Lily's dark chocolate, Lily's baking chocolate, but it's dark chocolate. Springtime and allergies. Excuse my coughing, guys. And, oh goodness. This is me just giving up. That's Bob Schlumbacher playing the spoons on my arms, and I just opted to go ahead and hand mix that. So I trimmed the parchment paper down. This is an 8x8. I'm about to grab cooking spray. This goes without a given, guys. Wash your hands. So I've washed my hands several times, but now I'm spraying with cooking oil to minimize stickage as I'm patting these boys down. Look at me, patty cake bakers, man. I'm baking you some oatmeal bars as fast as I can. This is me showing you. This goes into an oven at 350. The recipe says for 25 minutes. I ended up, it was more like 35 minutes in total, but our oven is kind of wonky, so you follow how your oven is.
That was so beautiful.
The large abyss that is my mouth. What do you think? That's the oat bar.
It tastes really good.
Isn't it good? I'm impressed with it.
It's good.
Okay, thumbs up. Hey, okay, so I've got like a tablespoon of olive oil in this skillet, and I'm placing the mushroom spoon holder, and I'm showing you that my hands are dyed because we dyed eggs, so you're not thinking like, oh, she nasty. That's about 1/2 an onion there, and I was lazy, so I bought the pre-diced onion from the Walmarts. Oh, I'm making low-carb cheeseburger, hamburger helper situation here. I guess I should not say hamburger helper. Maybe like low-carb helper hamburger. That's 96 for ground hamburger. It's super lean, which is why we needed the fat. I am browning the meat with the onion. I am now adding 12 ounces of frozen cauliflower. You can use not frozen cauliflower, but I'm lazy. And I am using the strength of 10 men to break this up because I have none and this was more difficult than it looks. And so now I'm about to season stuff, I think. Yep, there's the Lowry's. And like, I'm just, seasoning until the ancestors tell me to stop. That's onion powder. And next is garlic powder. I don't know why I said it like that. And, mix. And yes, I'm aware that some went behind there, and I am going to sweep it up. Here's some ranch seasoning because I'm from the South, and we put ranch in and on everything. Amen. Amen, or woe is me. Okay, and I was going to put salt in here, and I was like, wait, no, I need to taste this first. Then I'm peppering this up, and I'm walking away. So I'm not going to pronounce what I'm about to put in because it's controversial, so I'm showing it. So I'm gonna call it the flavor. So I'm sprinkling in the flavor in this meat mixture. Oh, you know, the cauliflower is supposed to be the nudes. I don't know if I said that or not. That's a cup of Rao's or Rao's marinara, and I put a little bit of water in there because, like, it was thick. And so I'm mixing that up, and I'm about to add, that is 2 cups of cheese. It is 1 cup of the Mexican blend Velveeta shreds, and it is another cup of reduced fat Fiesta blend cheese. It is Great Value brand, and then I salted it a little bit, and now I'm going to divide this up amongst meal prep containers. I put this has 4 servings. That is a 4-ounce spoon. Again, the only spooning I have these days. Anyway, I divided this amongst 4 containers, and I was able to go through and put 2 scoops in each, which is a cup, and then I pull out another 4-ounce thing, and I'm putting another 4 ounces in. So realistically, this makes 5 to 6 servings. I'm not going to be able to eat everything that's in these, but here you go. Hey guys, update on the next day about this cheeseburger mac situation, the helper hamburger. So realistically, like, depending on how your stomach is, like, it's probably going to make more like 6 to 8 servings, because I just ate one and it was like, I was probably able to get 4 ounces down. So yeah, I guess it just depends on like how your stomach is doing that day, and also like how much you're able to get down. But like for me, it looks like it's going to be like a 4 ounce of this, but it is excellent. It's just one of those things where I over prepped, so I'll probably give 1 or 2 to my brother and roommate, and then just kind of half them, and then eat off 2 of them because there's 2 servings. Yeah, so math. I hope you enjoyed that footage, and I will see everyone back next Wednesday. Have a safe weekend.